All right, I hope I'm live. Finally, Jesus. All right, got the camera worked out. Sorry for those little technical difficulties there, folks. Interesting because I'm solo tonight. It's going to be game block. Hello, PDR, first one in chat. Surprised Dalton hasn't turned up yet. There we go. Let's do a quick peek there. Should be interesting because I do have another bowling ball tonight that I haven't used before. Another one that Thomas gave me, or at least, well, Thomas gave it to the guys in Wellington, but then I got to take it off their hands. It's a Brunswick Deep Danger Zone from 1996. Although I don't know how well it's going to do because even though I got the thumb hole opened up, it's still a little tight. So I'm mitigating it as much as I can with some Gold Bond body powder. Let's throw a shot, and I'm sure I'm going to rip my callus open here. Well, that was interesting. You saw how hard that stuck on my thumb, and it still got all 10. So that's either an indicator that tonight's going to be really good or really bad, depending on if that callus busts open or not. Good thing I brought trimmers to cut it off if it does. And if it stings, I'll just power through it. It's probably just going to fucking cover this in body powder then. And I do have a sweat towel for that reason. Man, I don't know what Leon was talking about when he said that it wasn't going to be busy. There's already a line to the pinball machines. Even further than that. All right. Second frame. Yeah, that ball doesn't have a whole lot of motion to it, in part because it's just really old, and it has a really old surface on it. Oh yeah, that callus is already starting to come off. 2 shots in, it's already ripping. Chat, do you reckon I can make this one? I mean, it's not an impossibility. Oh, sailed right by it. That's all right. Well, yeah, I'm solo tonight. Jacob's working. No, it's not working. Royals game. Yeah, 17-18 was bad. Like yesterday, the patterns were really fucked up. I also see Dalton in chat. Hello, Dalton. I'm going to move right. Yeah, that ball doesn't turn over much. I'm probably not going to throw it much tonight. I need to get that thing a full resurface. I did detox it. I sucked all the oil out of it. That sounded extremely gay. I mean, it's a good straight ball. Like if the lanes get really dry, I might throw it. It almost reacts like a urethane ball. Yeah. Jacob struggled a lot last night on 17-18, so. I'm going to throw it a little slower. I did let Jacob throw this ball. Yeah, that's kind of what that ball does. It's not very good as of right now. I mean, back in 1996, 1997, that ball was absolutely friggin' huge. The Danger Zone was one of the greatest selling bowling balls ever made. This was the Deep Danger Zone, which had Power Coil Plus instead of Power Coil 18. POWRKOIL. One of the greatest cover stocks ever made. Plus was a little better than 18 in that it was designed to have even more lengthened back-end motion. And it did. But today's oil patterns are much different than they were in the mid-90s. Much different. So yeah, I'm not going to throw this much tonight. Let's go to the command zone and see what happens. The command zone that was going to go to Dalton. Once again, sorry. There we go, that was a much better shot. Flip to my notebook here for the next available page. Yes, I did get a cut. I was there last night to watch him. Yes, I got a couple of videos with him microphoned. He had the other one of these because it's a two-piece set. So expect an edit with him talking and maybe a little bit of language because he likes to talk to it, as do I. Come on! All right, that's 2 in a row. But yeah, he got videos from me. And yes, I did get a haircut. Check out Douglas Spradlin, Standard Grooming Supply, Baldwin City, Kansas. One of the greatest to ever use a grooming kit. StandardGroomingSupply.com. God damn, that was dirty. You saw that. Fuck. Wow, and it's still swinging around. Yeah, whatever. Okay then. Oh, the pin. Well, I am going to just keep that as a 9 spare because the pin triggered it, but let's keep that a secret. That was a spare. You are imagining things. With the deep danger zone because it was in my hand. There's the 9 kicker that should have happened the previous frame. Yeah, that rake needs to be adjusted. Hello, Evan. Yeah, it's really fucking high up. I see it. It's like 4 inches too high. Shit, man. 2, 8, 10. I have never made this before. Could this be the one? It won't be. I know it. And the dude there on lane 21 trying to hook a house ball. It's not gonna work, friend. Need something a little stronger than plastic with no core. Oh shit, I almost bounced it out. All right, just so you guys are aware, I am live right now, so if you, yeah, I could turn the camera away if you need me to. All right. All right. Okay, 10th frame, 150. I have 2 open frames. There's 1. Actually, 3 open frames, my mistake. I can strike out for 180. Yeah, I tried to backup ball that one there, PDR. So there's 1 out of 3. Guys, do you reckon I can strike out? That was left. Ooh! Should have gotten that one for 300, damn it. I will never shut up about that 4-pin. All right, for 180. Not a great start, but a start nonetheless. 180, all right, good. All seems to have good motion. What's out of the bag tonight?
What's up?
What are you throwing tonight?
Some old ass Sidewinder, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I gotta get a new one.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, all the bowling balls I'm throwing tonight were made in the 90s.
Okay.
This one was made in 1996. Yep. All right, 180 to start. I'm gonna go ahead and write down those scores in my notebook here. Okay. And like I said, I am doing 6 games tonight.
I don't need one.
Yeah, I'm live on my YouTube channel right now, actually. Yes, I did. I bowled varsity for a little bit. Yep, go Firebirds, baby. Although the Lions are awesome. Okay, let's see. Can I do better than 180, friends? Yeah, that ball does not turn over. I gotta throw surface on that thing. Full resurface. This is a 210. It doesn't have the 8-pin with it. All right. Let's go for it again. Nope. Yeah, good count. Also, whenever you guys have a second, I've got Deadwood here on 19. All right, yeah, that ball is just not gonna do good tonight. Oh, Randy! Randy! Ah! I don't believe it. You know, how Randy didn't slap Ernie Schlegel back to the 1960s for that shit really is beyond me. I would have been whipping his ass back to the civil rights movement. Ouch. Okay. Somebody clip that 8-pin, please. Oh, that was, oh yeah, I was gonna say, that wasn't a very good shot. That had airtime, it came off my hand sharper with more axis rotation. Yikes. Yeah, Ernie, okay, let me put it this way. Great bowler, and much like Pete, you know, it was more of an act. But honestly, what's that 1990, oh shit.
Deadwood.
Wow. It's okay, nothing broke. Oops. Well, I'm counting that. Wow, that happened. Nothing's broken, didn't even smash out the light. But yeah. Oh, yikes. That's all right. It's not even on my track area. I'm not worried about it. Yeah. That's fine. It's not on my track area. But yeah, like I was saying, Randy got shafted by that horrible break. Lost Player of the Year honors for it. And only even more salt in the wound from that reaction of Ernie's. Oh, did it go down? It went down. But yeah, I'm glad Ernie was excited. But was there any need for that bullshit?
It's heavy. Your fingers won't fit in it.
Yes, he did. He made a pretty penny, honestly. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know if that was me or what.
I felt weird.
Slow hook it. Ah, the Gordon Vatican spare shooting did not save me. Yeah, that might have been me. Uh-oh, yeah. I might need to go to 18. You know what that might have been? Is the pin or the ball flying into the rake, knocking something loose. Oh, I didn't fuck it. Ring and 10 pin on lane 20. Oh, 4, 6, 7. Got it a little slow. Yeah, I just absolutely clobbered that thing there. All right, chat, do you reckon I can make this? Probably not. Nope. It's good. Yep. Oh shit. There it is. A bolt came loose. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta be put over there. I think a bolt came loose on that sweep. Yeah, a bolt came loose on the sweep, and it just dispensed everything out onto the lane. Pin setter breakdown. No, you can't reset it. It's stuck. Yeah, a bolt came loose, and the sweep got stuck behind the thing. Yeah, a bolt came loose, so it's broke down. So now I'm over on 18. Well, that's funny. This, am I going here? Yeah, that works. Oh, I have to charge my phone while doing this because I only had 32% battery when I came here. But I also discovered, no, they might not go to strings. Even if they do, I hope they go to boost STs. But yeah, basically, what happened was a bolt came loose on that side of the sweep, got stuck behind the ledge, like the pin deck itself. So the pin setter pushed them all back out onto the lane. That is not the first time I've seen that happen. Back in 2019, a similar incident happened on lane 5. Except it wasn't, ow, just cracked my nail. Except it wasn't a full rack of pins. It was only 7, because they had the 4, 7, 10. So yeah. You can't reset it because the bolt came off of the rake. So it's gonna get stuck behind the pin deck. Okay, well it didn't do it that time, but it is loose, so they're gonna have to fix that. See how it's bouncing around up there? Yeah. That is not the first time I've seen that happen. All right, because we're on a different lane now, I'm gonna test a different ball. Let's try the 3D offset. And that ball went a little high, but it was also left off of my hand. No, 18 was just bad last night. So yeah, there you go, folks. I think that's what happened. I think because I clobbered, when I missed that 10 pin, my command zone went up into the rake and knocked that bolt loose, which caused the sweep to start coming loose, and it got stuck behind the pin deck when it was setting another full rack of pins, sprung back out and pushed everything out onto the lane. Well, whatever it is, whatever method of securing. I don't work on A2s. You did for a while there, Dalton. You can explain. Explain in chat. Oh, wow. Yeah, Dalton worked on A2s for a hot second, I think. That's exciting. Hey, I'm just glad that the ball didn't smash out that fluorescent light. Actually, I don't think they're fluorescent. I think they're LEDs. Nope. Yeah, I'm just playing golf now. But yeah, Dalton can explain how it works, I think. Yeah, the arm completely let go. Yep. That fucked up my command zone too. That's okay, I'm not too worried about that. I've seen much bigger gouges. My brother's Black Venom from Motive has a much deeper gouge. From the ball return, actually. Another trick 4-pin. Hit. Nice little strike there. Yeah, that's not good. They have a shit ton of spare parts in the back. So, hey, look at that. A spare arm. And I'm actually gonna wait for Rocky to install this one. So let's take a brief break and watch Rocky install the sweep arm. This is Rocky Russell. He's worked here since 1979. Oh, that's good. Yeah, he's done this 100 times. Rocky is one of the coolest guys in Lawrence. So what he's going to do is remove the current sweep arm that's snapped and put the new one, the spare one, on. Right when I said they had a shit ton of spare parts in the back. Yeah, this is mechanics.tv, right? Anyway, yeah, Rocky's going to take the old sweep arm off of there, put the new one on, and then clean up the mess I made with all those pins out there. So until then, yeah, I'm just going to wait a little bit because I don't want to throw any shots and make him deaf. But yeah. So yeah, we get to see some mechanics action. You probably did this once or twice, Dalton, when you were working up there at Muncie Lanes. I don't know if you did. You probably got a ton of mechanic stories. No, my acapella's never good. Hey, Thomas is in. How we doing, Thomas? I fucked up the pin setter here on lane 19, and we got to replace the sweep arm now. So, I'm just waiting because I don't want to throw any shots and startle Rocky here. But it basically what happened, Thomas, if you missed it, was there was dead wood in the gutter, and I missed a 10-pin, which sent the ball up and into the sweep arm, snapping it. So Rocky is currently putting on a spare sweep arm that they had in the back. Oh yeah, I'm sure, yeah, because you guys had AMF 82-70s at Muncie Lanes. And I'm sure the protocols and like practices for their parts replacement is much different, so yeah. Looks like lane 19 is going to be out of service for a little bit. And with 4 open frames, I can strike out with a 151. No, my mistake, a 161. Going here. So once Rocky gets out of the way, I'll start throwing some more shots. Oh. Wow. All right. Man, are we just abusing the sweeps tonight? Because I broke one here and he hit the other one. It even gave your ball back to you. If it makes you feel better, if it makes you feel better, those sweeps are designed to take impacts of a thrown ball. I just fucked it up. I know why it went on to second ball cycle. Rocky might have hit the infrared sensor. Yeah, 19 and 20 are just getting beat up tonight, man. 17-18 gave Jacob shit, and now we're just abusing 19-20. Man. You're probably going to lose a frame because of how the scoring works, but whatever. If it makes you feel better, those sweeps are designed to take the impact of a thrown bowling ball. Mine wasn't, because my ball went up and into the sweep arm, hitting that dead fallen pin. So Rocky is now removing the old pin sweep there, and he's putting the new one in place. All right, Rocky, I'm going to throw a shot, so be careful. Actually, no, I'm not. Actually, scratch that. I'm just going to wait until you're back. Counseling available at Wayne and Larry's. Yeah, get myself a Bayou Burger. You ever had the Bayou Burger before? That's one of my favorites. Those of you just now joining us, we are experiencing some technical difficulties. I was moved from lane 19 to 18 after the pin setter was damaged mistakenly. I missed a 10 pin and the ball went into the gutter. Right as it hit a pin that was in the gutter already, it bounced up and went into the sweep bar. And it actually left a pretty big gouge on my command zone, although I'm not too worried about it, but there's the damage, 3 little markers, probably from metal on resin. So it snapped the sweep bar and the pin setter is out of service. So I've been moved to lane 18 for the moment. So we're just watching resident mechanic Rocky Russell repairing lane 19th Brunswick A2. So the reason I'm not bowling is because I don't want to risk Rocky getting injured. I know I'm 1 lane over, and I know the guys on 20 continue to bowl, but I don't want to cause any issues. So I'm just waiting for Rocky to come back. And you see out on the lane right now, amongst the mess of bowling pins that were thrown back out onto the lane, is the old sweep, which, yeah. So I'm just waiting for Rocky to get out the way. I'm pretty sure he's about to test the machine and make sure it works. But until then, yeah. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bowling pins out on the lane right now. That is hilarious. So Rocky is also going to clear the mess of pins out from the top of the machine and push all these back. Then we're going to resume bowling. So it's been a good 6 minutes since the breakdown. Gives you an idea of just how fast these guys have to move. Time is money. You ever have anything worse than this happen at Muncie there, Dalton? I mean, I'm sure you did. Hook. Wow, man. The dude on 21 still trying to hook a 9-pound house ball. I don't think that's going to work, my friend. Paul there on lane 20 throwing a Brunswick, whatever the hell that's called. So Rocky is currently still back there behind 19. Behind or on top of. Oh, wow. Broke it clean off. Fun stuff. How long did that take to fix? Yes, okay, so I think these are the original machines, at least the ones on 1 through 24. Because if you remember PDR, oh man, dirty break on lane 20. PDR, Royal Crest lanes used to only be a 24-lane center back when they were Hillcrest Bowl. They expanded to 40 in 1979, and then the Graves family bought the bowling alley in 1983, selling Royal lanes on the south side of town where the Kmart used to be. So Royal Lanes, Hillcrest Bowl, Royal Crest Lanes, and that's how they got their name. So ever since the purchase and merger in 1983, they've been known as Royal Crest Lanes. So at one point, Lawrence had 3 bowling alleys. We had Hillcrest Bowl, Royal Lanes, and the J Bowl at the Student Union. And J Bowl closed in 2015. They had original Model A machines. Rocky is still finagling with lane 19 here. So a good 10 minutes of the stream, I bet, is going to be dedicated just to mechanics talk. You know, funnily enough, when I came in yesterday morning for some practice bowling, just to give you an idea of how hard Rocky works here, I mean, at the front desk, he had just black soot all over his hands, like machine oil and gunk, just from working on the pin setting machines back there. He really does bust his ass to keep this place running 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but you know what I mean. He busts his ass to keep this place running, like open to close. So, huge shout out to Rocky, and of course Larry, Jesse, and all other staff of Royal Crest for always taking care of us and providing a great bowling experience for the Northeast Kansas community. Yeah. My machine shut off. There we go. So until I'm not going anywhere, I'm not throwing any shots until Rocky is done, because I don't want to hurt him. So I'm giving the guys on 20 a pass, but I'm just being careful. You know, I care a lot about that kind of thing. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Gage. Gage is a great center. I really like Gage. My problem with Gage is that they have really sticky approaches. I do like Gage though because it's very high scoring, in part because they use twister pins, and I love twister pins. They are one of my favorites, right up there with the Brunswick Max Lifes. Those things will fly around like they are made out of balsa wood. I'm sure Rocky saw that it's a little high. But, yeah. I'm just waiting on you, boss. Yeah, I think that's why that happened. Say what? Oh, thought he was pointing at a pin. All right, I think we're just about ready. Don't flip the camera around. All right. I think we are just about ready to get back to the action. Apologies for that little 10-minute intermission, my friends. Yeah. So 10th frame. Wait for him here. I'm just gonna wait because I don't want to throw a shot while he's still on that lane. You see Rocky's, like, his shirt is brown on the chest. I mean, he just really busts his ass working for this place, so I really appreciate what he's doing. And I'm fully expected to get my ass handed to me right here. But yeah, actually I think he's just gonna go about his day. I'm not even worried about it, so. Yeah, once he clears lane 19, there we go, okay. Back to the action. 10, 2, 1. Maybe that little 10-minute break gave me enough of a breather. These pin setters were made, I think, in 1963. I'm actually not sure, because Royal opened in 1959. So that was before the A2. So I'm sure they were A2s at first. Then when they expanded, they went exclusively to A2s. Rocky would know the answer to that question. And you can probably add him on Facebook. Rocky Russell, that's his name. Really, really nice guy. He's been working here since forever. Let's see. He's gonna cycle it. Yeah, that rake height is still way too high. Don't spring back out. It's gonna wait for pins here. Let's see, did I irreversibly fuck up lane 19? Come on, girl, do it. It's saved. Our night is saved. Go ahead and zoom back out here. Okay, crisis averted. He's gonna cycle it a few times to make sure. So 157, game 2. I'm gonna go ahead and write that in my scorebook here. 180 and 157. So already in a slump. 19 is available. Well, that happened. That was a horrible shot. We don't talk about that one. We do not talk about how bad of a shot that was and how I got away with it. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why centers have gone to strings, even though I'm not entirely in agreement with them. Do they have to turn the music up because now I have to talk into my mic directly? But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons a lot of centers have gone to strings is because they just can't find mechanics. And like I said before, it is by no means a permanent replacement for freefall machines. Oh, wow. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Double trouble. Chat, do you reckon I can make this? I mean, I'm sure I can. Not. Oh, maybe. No, but I got count. That's important. 4-4. All right. That was a good try. The scoring card said, nice try. That was a good try. Yeah. Little bit of an adjustment there. Wider angle. Screams back. Flat 10. That's all right. I'm gonna get a 13-pound house ball just to fucking pummel that thing with. Ha! Well, I didn't break the sweep that time. Oh my God, this song, Short Skirt Long Jacket by Cake, are you kidding me? I saw these guys live at Grinders in Kansas City. Back in 2023, I think it was. But yes, they played Short Skirt Long Jacket. They do lack character, yeah. They do lack character. They don't carry very well. It's like gold pins. They reward, Jesus Christ. They reward bad shots and punish good ones. Except, even with gold pins, you would only make good shots. It would be the inverse. Yes, I am. I'm about to kick the 10 pin all the way back to the civil rights movement. That's a much better shot. That's a much better shot, Nate. You heading out, PDR? All right, you have a good one, boss. Let's see how the deep danger zone does on 18, because it wasn't hooking much on 19. Yeah, that ball just does not have enough life in it. I need to get that thing surfaced. What happens if I loft it? Apparently that. I might just have to loft the DZ, I don't know. Cool. So yeah, that happened on stream. I broke a pin setting machine. And then Rocky fixed it and refused to elaborate. Rocky is the biggest gangster in this entire story. Huge shout out to Rocky for doing what he does. I mean, he risks life and limb just keeping these things running. He's been doing this for 40 years or more. If I'm not mistaken, he even has a 1968 Buick Electra. Oh, good shot, Nate, good shot. Am I still charging? Oh shit, I'm not charging. Wow. Oh, you did. Hey, Nolan, how we doing? Nolan Craig is in chat, ladies and gentlemen. One of my old coworkers over at Checkers Foods, a great grocery store here in Lawrence. You can find him in the grocery section. Another horrible Brooklyn strike for 3 straight. Shout out J.R. Lewis and all staff at Checkers as well. And a special shout out to my late friend and coworker, Teddy O'Hara, a veteran of the United States Air Force who went to be with the Lord in March of 2025 at just 35 years of age. One of my best friends and coworkers that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Worked in dairy and frozen at Checkers Foods. Mentored me, made sure everything was done the way he wanted it to be in a very engaging and military-esque style. So, Teddy O'Hara, here's to you, man. You will forever be in our hearts. Oh, I miss Teddy so much. What a good guy he was. So that's 5 in a row. Strike here for 204. First 200 of the night. I'm gonna goof around and throw the DZ a little slow. $203. First 200 of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Man, yeah, Teddy was a great guy. You guys would have loved him. Signature saying, but the reality of it is, yeah, really, really miss Teddy. That ball hits so dead. Oh, nice. Yeah, Dalton, you would have loved Teddy. Really, really cool guy. And he wasn't that tall either. He was only like 5'4". I think he was like 5'5". He was a wee man. Don't count him out because he could throw hands. So there's 2 in a row. And I'm throwing a 30-year-old bowling ball. Just to recap, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's arsenal, we have a Brunswick Deep Danger Zone from 1996. We have a Brunswick Command Zone from 1999. And the crowning jewel, the piece de resistance, a Hammer 3D offset from 1997. Three of what I would say the greatest bowling balls ever made. The 1990s were such a good time for bowling balls. Let's have all the different reactive covers. Don't worry. We'll figure out the weight cores later. Maybe 5'6" on a good day. Yeah, Evan's a short king. Oh, Calvin got the boot? Man, Calvin was awesome. Man. Yeah, I remember Daniel. He was a cool dude. So you're first shift manager now. Wow. Man's got promoted. Based. That's not going to help. Got a better chance of making it if you keep it on the lane, mate. And I'm surprised Calvin got booted. Shit, he was a really nice guy to work with. All right, go to the offset. That ball has a shorter span than my other two by about a quarter of an inch. Maybe an eighth. Oh yeah, you're next in line. You've been there for 4 years. And you can't even drink yet, and you're already a shift manager. Man. Oh! Come on! I don't know who got that one. Still attract both genders. What are you doing tonight? No, I'm just kidding. I'm taken. I got a femboy twink that I'm dating in Southern California. Didn't get the kick on the 10 like I hoped. Yep, sorry boys, I'm married. Well, not yet, but I might be married soon. Hey, got one! Holy shit, I made a 10 pin tonight. Yeah, Ryan, Max Grassy, I should ask. Nolan, I don't know if you've met my housemate, Max Grassy. He works over in produce. That was a horrible name. Another 2-8-10 split. Ooh, what kind of ice cream? The 3 best flavors of ice cream are Moose Tracks, coffee, and pure vanilla. Except Moose Tracks is the top one. Nope. I throw a backup ball at that. Yeah, that's a different Max. My Max, my housemate, is a little tall, kind of round, shorter hair, kind of has facial hair down here. You've seen him on stream. Like if you go back and watch my last stream that I did here, that's Max. You'll like him. When you get the chance, go over to Derry and meet him. I think he's actually working checkers tonight because I think he's actually covering Ryan's shift. He told me one of your guys quit, so he's covering Ryan's shift. So he's working tonight until they can find a new spot. So 2 open frames, both of which were splits. I have made none of my splits tonight. Kicking the shit out of the 10 pin for that one. If you notice, guys, my name on the scoreboard is not a Ninja Turtle. when I am very clearly the embodiment of Raphael. Oh, and that was almost a pocket 7-9. Yeah, there's my score. Literally just named not a Ninja Turtle. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have a voice change and just be Sean Astin for 10 minutes. I'm gonna say it. Sean Astin had the best Raphael voice. Fucking thing. 205. If I spare it, it'll be 206. $205. My goal tonight was to make 110 pin. I did that. A whopping 2 pins over my last game. I think we can do a little better than that, don't you guys think? The command zone seems to have the most consistent reaction. So we're gonna go back to the command zone here. Actually, no, there was a 206, my mistake. No, it wasn't. My scoring machine thought it was 206. It didn't see the 10 pin, so it's 205. That ball kind of rolled out. I'm surprised that one hooked. I'm surprised it struck. This ball just kind of proves that you don't need the newest, greatest stuff. If you throw it good, that's what matters. Exhibit A. You don't need the craziest new $300 fucking equipment that smells like cherries. You just need equipment that's been well cared for, and you need to throw it good. At the end of the day, doesn't matter what or how many hands you use, doesn't matter what kind of ball you throw, if you're tall, short, strong, weak. If you do not throw the ball good, you are just not going to score well. Folks, I've been bowling for 7.5 years of my life now, and I've come to the conclusion that there is not one single variable that sets people apart outside of skill sets. Even the gaps in gender are kind of like completely, even those gaps in gender aren't really valid anymore. Because Liz Johnson, Kelly Kulick, Clara Guerrero, and countless others have proven just how good they can be on the national tour. Liz Johnson was the first woman to make a TV show on a men's telecast. Kelly Kulick, first woman to win a title and a major in 2010. Liz Johnson wins her second title in 2017. Actually, no, my mistake. Makes her second TV show in 2017. Another solid 9. And wins her first title in that same match. That was the 2017 Chameleon Championship. So once again, doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, left-handed, right-handed, one-handed, two-handed, tall, short, weak, strong. If you don't throw the ball good, you're not going to score good. I don't know, but let's not hit on people. How we doing, Calvin? That's all right. I mean, I hit on men, so I'm one to talk. And a 3-6-9-10, the most difficult spare to make that isn't a split. The reason this one's hard is because if you go head on, there's a chance the ball will deflect off of the 3-pin and miss the 9. So you gotta hook it into this. So I'm gonna move my feet 5 left and my target 2 right and see what happens. That's how you make that spare. 5 left, 2 right. Feet arrows. Feet boards, I mean. A little tip for making the 10 pin. Hey, a little tip for making the 10 pin. Stand 35, aim middle arrow, and literally just walk towards the pin. Yep. Also, you could just flatten your wrist out, real flat. Man. A 6-7-10. And I realized I How to stop. Hey, what? Oh! I tried. Let's see. Yep, lane's tight now, it's hooking. 10, 11, what's next? So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, what's next? 10, 11? I have no idea. Did you expect anything else? Yeah, we just keep counting up from there. It really doesn't help that I made friends with the 6-7 kid on Discord. I literally play Helldivers with him like every Thursday night. Oh dear, help me! Oh! Oh, I got away with that one. Wow. Horrible. And I got away with it, kicking the shit out of the 10 pin again. How much battery do I got left? 12%. All right. Nope. Another 6 pin. Yeah, these lanes got tight. I might have to move away from the command zone and go to something a little cleaner. A little cleaner through the heads. Missed it. Oh boy. 188. Okay, one more game, folks. One more game. Let's go back to the offset for this one. All right, high score coming up. Or at least high score of the night. That's a good shot starting out with. All right. Woo, breaking a sweat. At least the ceiling fans are on. Hook, hook, hook. Oh man, missed right in front of the 10 pin. I mean, I told us to hook. Did, just not enough. Fuck. I got one, guys. I got another one. I've only missed like 5 of those tonight. Fuck me. Don't actually do it. That's a little better, Nate. That's a little bit better. All right. Whew. Getting hot, getting sweaty. Oh, 7 pin, get out of there, son. A little bit of a sweat towel here. Perfect game's out of the question for me. I can shoot 280 the max. And there goes the 280 game. 269 max now.
I like it. I like it.
Right when you say it, Dalton. That's number 3. That's number 3, baby. Better. Oh, dead flush. That split the 8 and the 9 right in half. You saw this, how the 8 and the 9 just parted ways there, like my parents did in 2013. Nah, I'm just kidding. Better shot. Oh, boom. That's 2 in a row. Max score 269 if I strike out. All right. I'm just speed bowling. I'm trying to get out of the way. Come on. Oh! Hook a lot. There's the 10 pin I was worried about. That's all right. Woo! By that much. All right, ladies and germs, 238 if I strike here. Could not have thrown it any better for the high game of the night. A 238. Hey, is it okay if I borrow one of you guys' phones to use the calculator real quick? Thanks. Okay. I just can't use the calculator while streaming. Clear. Okay, 180. God damn it, 180. Plus 157, plus 203, plus 205, plus 188, plus 238 is a 1,171. That is a, no, hang on, divided by 6, is a 195.17 average. Hang on, so clear, 200 minus 195.17 is 4.83 under. And, okay, so current total pinfall, 43,703 plus 1,171, 44,874. Divided by 220, that's how many games I've bowled since January 1st, 2026. Brings me out to a 203.97 average to date. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming in once again. Thank you all for coming in. I'm going to be live here probably Sunday night, if not next Wednesday. Thank you all for tuning in. Big thanks to Larry, Jesse, Rocky, and company for always taking care of us at Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas. Thank you. And you guys have a great rest of your night. See you this weekend, if not next week. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good night.